exposing the truth in the shadows of Clearwater tonight. We uncover the real story behind the midnight murmurs. The night was calm, almost too calm, as Officer James Hawke made his rounds through the sleepy town of Clearwater. The town, known for its serene nights and friendly neighbors, seemed to be holding its breath as if anticipating the storm that was about to break. The fog hung thick in the air, casting a ghostly veil over everything. It was the kind of night where shadows seemed to move on their own, and every creak and rustle felt amplified. It was a quiet town until tonight. The silence was almost deafening, broken only by the occasional hoot of an owl or the distant bark of a dog. At 3:45 a.m., a panicked voice broke the silence, the kind of voice that sends chills down your spine, filled with raw fear and desperation. "There's a body. I think someone's been murdered," it trembled. The words echoed in the stillness, each syllable dripping with terror. Hawke raced to an old, abandoned house at the edge of town. The house had a reputation, whispered about in hushed tones, a place where no one dared to venture after dark. The windows boarded up, and the once grand exterior now decayed. It stood as a grim reminder of better days long gone. A faint glow flickered from the attic. It was an eerie, almost otherworldly light, casting long, dancing shadows on the walls. Inside, the smell hit him first, pungent and unmistakable. Death. It was a scent that clung to the air, heavy and suffocating. He followed the light up creaky stairs, heart pounding. Each step felt like an eternity, the wooden boards groaning under his weight. The attic door was ajar. It creaked open with a sound that sent shivers down his spine, revealing the horrors within. He stepped inside to a chilling scene. A man face down in a pool of blood. The sight was gruesome, the kind that etches itself into your memory forever. Hands bound, gag in mouth. The victim had been restrained, unable to defend himself against his attacker. On the wall, scrawled in red, "The sins of the father will be paid in blood." The message was ominous, a chilling declaration of vengeance. The victim, Robert Hill, seemed a respectable businessman. He was well known in the community, a man who appeared to have it all. But the forensic team found he'd been dead for 24 hours, yet no one reported him missing. It was as if he had vanished into thin air, unnoticed by those around him. His wife Marla had called it in, assuming he was on a business trip. She had no idea of the horrors that had unfolded. Detective Sarah Mason, known for her sharp mind, took the case. She was relentless, a detective who never let a clue slip by unnoticed. The writing on the wall felt personal, like a vendetta. It was clear that this was no random act of violence. Digging into Robert's life, Sarah uncovered a dark secret. It was a secret that had been buried for years, hidden beneath layers of deception. Years ago, Robert was involved in a shady real estate deal, leaving families homeless. It was a deal that had ruined lives, casting a long shadow over his seemingly perfect life. One such family belonged to Ethan Cross, a man who had lost everything because of Robert's greed. Ethan lost everything: home, job, wife. His life had been shattered, leaving him a broken man. It seemed he had motive, but Ethan vanished years ago. He had disappeared without a trace, leaving behind only questions. Could he return now for revenge? The thought lingered, a dark possibility that couldn't be ignored. Marla Hill, Robert's widow, was questioned. Her demeanor was calm, but there was something in her eyes, a flicker of fear. Her story didn't add up. Fresh bruises on her wrists hinted at the struggle. It was clear she was hiding something. Under pressure, Marla confessed. The truth spilled out, a torrent of guilt and fear. She had an affair with Ethan. Their relationship was a secret, a forbidden love that had led to tragedy. They planned to confront Robert, but Ethan's rage led to murder. The confrontation had spiraled out of control, ending in bloodshed. Marla tried to stop him, but Ethan threatened her life. Terrified, she fled, leaving Robert's body behind. The scene was left in chaos, a testament to the violence that had erupted. With Marla's confession, Sarah had enough to arrest Ethan. But finding him was another matter. He had vanished once before, and he could do it again. But finding him was another matter. The search was on, a manhunt that gripped the town in fear. Clearwater was on high alert. The community was tense, every shadow a potential threat. 3 days later, a gas station attendant recognized Ethan from the news and called it in. The call was a breakthrough, a glimmer of hope in the darkness. Ethan was arrested without resistance, showing no remorse. His face was a mask devoid of emotion. As Sarah watched him being led away, she felt there was more to the story. The pieces didn't quite fit, leaving her with a sense of unease. Ethan got his revenge, but at what cost? The question lingered, a haunting echo in the night. The sins of the past caught up with Robert, leaving destruction in their wake. The consequences of his actions had come full circle. The case closed, but Clearwater would never forget the night its dark secrets were dragged into the light. The town, once peaceful, now carried the scars of its hidden past, a reminder that some secrets can never stay buried.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and like the video.